Hemen bekleme odasından sizleri içeri almaya başladık. Birden herkes gelebildi. Herkese iyi akşamlar sevgili gençler. Ankara Akın Eğitim Çayyolu Şube stüdyolarından ben İsmail Hoca, İsmail Turasan, Yksdilakin kurs müdürü ve C grubu ileri seviye öğretmeni. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Umarım herkes iyidir. Sağlık, sıhhat yerindedir. Hemen uzatmadan lafı az sonra arkadaşlar speaking kısmına başlayacaksınız. Yksdilakin ekibi olarak arkadaşlar bizim amacımız sadece sınavı kazanmanıza destek olmak değil, sınavı kazandıktan sonra iyi bir kariyer için gerekli olan doğru telaffuz, doğru konuşma, güzel İngilizceye de elimizden geldiğince destek olmak. Bizler belli bir İngilizceyle bugünlere gelebildik. Belki bununla emekli olabileceğiz. Ama siz 6 yıl sonra, 5 yıl sonra iş ararken standart, vasat bir İngilizceyle iyi bir iş bulma imkanınız olmayacak. O yüzden geleceğe hazırlığı daha sağlam yapabilmeniz için iyi bir telaffuz, iyi bir İngilizce, sağlam bir yazı bilgisi, bunların hepsi çok gerekli olacak. Bugün de buna küçük bir adım atalım dedik. Zaten videolarla çekimlere başlamıştık. Bugün de 1 saatlik seansla Anıl Albalat hocamız size destek olacak arkadaşlar. Tekrar hoş geldiniz. Şimdi sözü uzatmadan Anıl hocama mikrofonu devrediyorum. İyi dersler diliyorum. Kendinize iyi bakınız. İyi akşamlar.
Thank you so much, İsmail hocam. Beautifully said. Now, I want to start with a video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch that little video. It's a very short video, 2 minutes. Let's watch that, and then we'll get to the lesson, okay?
Merhaba, ben İngilizce öğretmeni Volkan Öge. Bugün size İngilizce'de sık sık yanlış telaffuz edilen bazı özel kelimelerin doğru telaffuzlarını öğreteceğim. Çünkü aksan İngilizce'de her şeydir. Call of Duty, Call of Duty. Chocolate, Chocolate. Vegetable, Vegetable. The Good Father, The Good Father. Strawberry, Strawberry. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones. Terminator, Terminator. Celebrity, Celebrity. Hospitality, Hospitality.
That's the best one.
Hospitality. Smoking Kyles, Smoking Kyles. Walking Deed, Walking Deed. Knight, Knife, Knoll. Knight, knife, knoll. Knight, knife, knoll, knock. Evet, hep birlikte sesli okuduk. İngilizce kelimelerin doğru telaffuzlarını öğrendik. Artık bir İngiliz'den ayırt edilmemiz imkansız. Haftaya başka bir İngilizce dersinde görüşmek üzere. Take care.
And he says take care. Oh my God, horrible. That video is so old. It's really old, but it's so funny. I keep going back and watching it. I like the comments. All right, hi guys. I just want to share my screen again and show you the presentation I have here. Oops, give me a sec. There it is. Okay, welcome aboard. We will talk about pronunciation today. My name is Anul. I'm a teacher. I teach English at the Middle East Technical University. I also teach pronunciation and speaking here on yksdilakin.com. And I'm also a voice actor. I do voice acting in English and in Turkish. I worked on my accent, my pronunciation a lot. So that just opened a whole new door for me. I now have another job. I do voice acting. So much fun. It's really different from my original job. You know, it's not teaching. It's, you know, studio and, you know, microphone, really professional equipment, and, you know, it's beautiful and it pays well. Not kidding. So I studied English language teaching at university. It was in Burdur, a very small school, Mehmet Akif Ersoy University. I only had two teachers, two yardoç teachers, and that's it. I didn't have anybody else. It was a very small school back then, very small college. It got bigger, and it's still getting bigger. So I graduated from there in 2009, and then I started teaching at METÜ. And there I got my master's degree in pronunciation in English language teaching. That was in 2015. So I just want to share with you some of the experiences I had as a college student and also a teacher, instructor at METÜ. Because I want to talk to you guys about all this, because this is how I improved my accent. This is how I improved my pronunciation and really, you know, just streamlined those little edges in my speech. And it helped me so much. So in 2007, fall semester, first semester, I went to Poland. It was my third year in college, and I went to Poland with this Erasmus exchange program. It was so much fun, and that was my first time abroad, first time in another country, and it really helped me just open up with my speaking skills. You know, it helped me to become more confident. There were people from Spain, Hungary, Greece, and obviously Poland, and other Turkish people with me. And, you know, talking to other speakers of English as a second language is really helpful. It really boosts your confidence. And then you start speaking more. You start interacting, communicating more, and of course you improve even further. So I went back to Burdur after my Erasmus, and then that summer I flew to the USA, Ocean City, Maryland, where I worked as a photographer's assistant for like 3 months. And that was my first time in the US. And that's when I really started picking up my American accent. I was trying British when I was in Poland, but you know, when I went to America, I worked there. You know, I was in the middle of real life. You have to talk to customers. Customers talk to you. You have to understand them. So that really helped me to, you know, get my gears going. And then I actually did that again 3 years later. But before that, in 2010, I started teaching at METÜ. So it's been like 10, 11 years. Yeah. So I teach English there. And then in 2011, I went back to America again for the work and travel program. I was a master's student at METÜ. So that gave me the opportunity to apply to student programs, although I was a teacher really. So I went back, I worked at the same place, and my English got better and better, you know, with my speaking and listening. And all of those, now guys, things don't just happen, all right? This is a big life lesson. I'm not an expert on life lessons, but I'm just telling you what happened with me. I did not start learning English when I was a little baby. I started learning when I was 12 years old. Not 10, 12. Back in my time, we would start learning English when we were 12 years old. And you didn't really learn much, you know, in middle school, maybe in high school, you know. I was like you guys, I was in the foreign language studies section of my high school. So I really started learning, you know, you learn vocab and really advanced grammar. But, you know, it's still, you don't really learn how to speak right? Your listening and speaking skills do not really improve that much. So you have to kind of work on that by doing all these extra things. And I think that going to Poland, meeting some friends, and by the way, my Polish friends actually invited me to America. They gave me the job at the photography studio. So, you know, everything just opens a new door for you. And that's how I think in the end, I got the best scholarship of my life, probably the Fulbright scholarship. I was in the US for a year at the University of Utah teaching Turkish to American university students. It was a great experience. It taught me a lot. Hopefully I taught them a lot, but learning Turkish, nightmare. You are so lucky. I mean, me too. We are so lucky. We're trying to learn English. We're trying to get better at English because English is everywhere. YouTube is full of resources, right? And a bunch of other websites. You know, just try and spend a lot of time on these things, you know, online dictionaries, YouTube, and, you know, your TV shows and movies, you know. Spend a lot of time with these things and, you know, work on your pronunciation, because when you have better pronunciation, let's talk about that. Why should we study pronunciation, right? So when you're writing, there are a couple of things that are important, right? Sorry, you might have lost me for a second. Sorry, I'm mute again. You can hear me, right? I think you can. Okay, because I was mute for a second. All right. So why should we study pronunciation? Now, first of all, when you're writing, vocab, grammar, punctuation, you know, connectors, all these things are important. And guys, when you're speaking, what matters is, again, you know, vocab and grammar and pronunciation and intonation, right? I hear a lot of people saying things like pronunciation is not important. People are always going to understand you. No, no. Look, I spent so much time in America. People don't always understand you. And you don't always understand people. All right? Studying pronunciation will help you with your speaking, but also your listening, your understanding others kind of ability. Okay, because if you know the correct pronunciation of words, that means your ears are ready to hear and understand them. Okay, this is why we should study pronunciation. I have other reasons for you. If you have clean pronunciation, people will pay more attention to what you're saying. Okay, you will become a more complete speaker of English, and it will boost your confidence. Now, this, I think, is very important, because the biggest problem that we have, the Turkish people have, is confidence, right? A lot of people don't speak because they're afraid of making mistakes, grammar mistakes, pronunciation mistakes, right? So that's why I think, could you please not draw things on the screen? Somebody's drawing things on the screen. So when your confidence increases, you're gonna speak more, right? You will communicate with people more, and you will keep improving your accent. I mean, I remember when I was in America, some American friends of mine, they would come to me and say, "Anil, you're really speaking clearly. Like, sometimes you sound very American." You know, those comments like that, it makes you so happy, and you want to speak more, you know? So improving your pronunciation will help you in different ways. Plus, it's fun. It's not like grammar, vocab, reading. You know, it's fun. You watch videos, you imitate, right? You look in the mirror. Let me see if I can remove the annotation. There you go. I did it. Cool. All right. So, I think I talked about this, but people often ask me, how did you improve? Like they want specific answers from me. Like tell me what you did to improve your pronunciation. First of all, I accepted the fact that English is different from Turkish, right? I have to move my jaw, my lips, and my tongue differently. That's very natural, right? But a lot of people just don't want to accept that. First, you have to accept that, okay, English is different from Turkish. And then I've always wanted to sound like native speakers. It's just me. You don't have to be as crazy as I am, but I have always been really, really interested in sounding like native speakers. I will never be a native speaker. That's impossible, okay? I'm a native Turkish speaker, but I just want to get as close as possible. Do you know what I mean? And that's the start of everything, really. So when you want to improve, then you start paying attention to articulation, you know, pronunciation. How do they produce those sounds? What should I do? And then I remember spending a lot of time with my dictionary because I would look up phonetic transcriptions of the words. Oh, wow, important. Okay, so the stress is here and things like that. And that was the beginning, really. I remember spending a lot of time with my dictionary. And then later, I noticed that watching movies and TV shows is fun, yes, but watching them again really helped my pronunciation. Watching something one time, guys, what I'm saying right now is really important because this is like 70% of my, you know, how I improved my accent. Watching things one time is usually not enough. It's fun, you know, you watch it, you love it, you laugh, you cry, whatever. But then if you go back, if you really liked it, like for example, I love How I Met Your Mother. I'm a big fan of How I Met Your Mother. So I watched How I Met Your Mother so many times. A lot of people tell me I sound like Ted Mosby sometimes. And, you know, that's natural because I kept watching those episodes and I kind of imitated them, you know, and it can be with movies. Like there are some movie scenes that I like to act out sometimes when I'm at home or in the shower, whatever. I don't care. Or songs, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be rap or anything. It can be Adele, whoever you like. Just sing along. It helps a lot. Listen and sing. Imitate. It's all about imitating. Next, focusing on non-Turkish sounds. Now, there are some sounds in English that we do not have in Turkish, like, you know, w, th, right? Or like maybe the when you say they, them. We will look at all of them soon, by the way. It's a very good idea to focus on those sounds. When I was in Poland, I had 2 Greek friends, and after some time, I was like, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I have to fix my v problem, right? V. And I went to them, I said, Anastasis, Vagelis, listen, I have to fix this problem, okay? So from now on, you know, we spend a lot of time together. So from now on, every time I make a v mistake, like if I say, what are you doing? Or how are you? You know, I said, correct me. Please correct me because I'm hating myself right now. So they said, okay, sure, we'll correct you. But you know, at that point, I was ready to correct myself. I didn't really need somebody else to correct me because my awareness was really up there. So it's all about focusing on those non-Turkish sounds. YouTube, guys. And I wanted to share with you a couple of channels that I really, really like. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Kurzgesagt. These 3 channels I just love. And then, of course, lots of pronunciation and accent videos. There are a lot of really, really good channels. You know, just try and see which ones you like best. We'll spend a lot of time watching those. So like I said, I watch my favorite content again and again and again. Best strategy ever. I cannot stress the importance of this. When it comes to pronunciation and listening, this is incredibly important. Watch things again, all right? I'm sure there are things that you love, right? It can be movies, TV shows. Just watch them again and imitate, all right? Just stop the video, say it again, right? There's this scene in one of the Harry Potter movies where Harry gets angry and he looks at Dumbledore and he says, "Look at me." He says, "Look at me." Right there, I just stopped the movie. I was like, wow. I went back. This is like years ago. I went back and I listened to it again. Look at me. So it's not at that look at me. It's look at me. And then I focused on that a little bit. And then I found out that there are a lot of words like that in English that have two different pronunciations. You know, prepositions and sometimes modals, a lot of words. We will also take a look at some of those. Today, I really want to focus on the problematic sounds and the problematic words, you know, words that are often mispronounced. And then, of course, there are, I mean, this lesson where we have right now, this could be like 1 week long because there are so many sounds and sound patterns in English that we can talk about. And there are other words, of course. But I want to start with vowels. Guys, you know vowels, right? There are two types of sounds, vowels and consonants. And we're going to start with the vowels. Oh, wow, we have like 164 people. So guys, the first vowel I want to talk about is actually from my master's studies, O. Now, first of all, we don't have this in Turkish. So it might be hard for you. I understand that, but you are foreign language students, and maybe you're going to be teachers. I mean, you will definitely use your English a lot. So you guys, you of all people, should try and perfect this sound, O. Now, here are some examples. Hello, also, go, no, so, open, okay. Because a lot of people say open. Right? Open, go, no, so. But that sounds like Spanish to me. Go, no, oh. You see how I'm pursing my lips like that? They get smaller. Oh. Okay? Oh. It's like there's a little, you see this? Ooh, at the end. All right? Hello, also, go, no. Please repeat after me, okay? Just say it with me. Imitate me. All right? Open, okay. Home, close, hope, phone. Look at all these words. They are incredibly simple words that we use really, really often. Right? Home, close, hope, phone. We have more. Follow, tomorrow. Now, we have a big problem here, I think. W is not the. W is w. All right, so when you see W, please do not touch your lip with your teeth. Don't do this. Just do this. Whoa, whoa. All right, that's W. So follow, tomorrow, low, yellow, no. All these words end with U. Just U, okay? No, yellow, low, tomorrow, follow. So this was the first problematic sound I wanted to talk about. This sound is everywhere. You know, it can be at the beginning of the words, like open, okay. It can be in the middle, at the end. Usually it's like OW or just O. There you go. These are some of the most commonly used words in our speech. What else? The next sound I want to talk about is ow. Now, normally, ow should not be a problem with Turkish speakers, but we see ow very often with W. And I think that's why Turkish speakers make a pronunciation mistake. A lot of people say, how are you? How are, but it's how I met your mother, right? How are you? Okay, now, I'm leaving now, it's just now, okay? Just want to make sure I see myself here. Hold on, give me a second, almost there, cool. All right, okay, download. The second part of that word has the O, and then the first part has the ow, right? Download, all right? Download, down. It's very easy to say, actually. Down. Next, crowded, all right? Crowded. Found, round, sound. I actually hear a lot of students say phoned for this, but it's found. All right? How? When you see W at the end of a word, I'm just gonna say this again, please. Ooh, all right? How? Now. So, all right, let's move on. Another vowel, ah. This is like in the middle of an ah and aw, all right? Okay, somebody muted me again. It's not like ah, it's not o, but it's like ah. And I think whenever I think of this sound, I remember the word, I think of the word awesome. Awesome. But law, I study law, right? Very popular statement. I study law. Jaw, this is my jaw, right? Law, jaw. Not love, I study law, no, I study law, okay? Awful, awesome, wow, that's awesome, it's not it's not o, it's all right? Somebody's drawing on my screen again. I'm gonna go ahead and clear all of those, boom. Okay, next word, pause. Right? You're playing a video, you can pause it. Pause. Aw sound. All right? The next vowel we have is a. We actually have this in Turkish, but it's a bit different. I think in English it's more open. We really open our mouth with this sound. Have. Has. Guys, please don't say have, has, okay? It's not have. Like, I will have to go. No, I will have to go. I will have to go. Have, has, cat, map, wrap, hat, back, black, that. Really open your mouth. That's the key to this sound. You really have to open it. More examples. Animal. Not animal, but animal. Married, okay? Animal, married. Next sound, okay, this is my favorite. Guys, we definitely don't have this sound in Turkish. It's called, this sound has a name, schwa. And it's like, you just like let your mouth go like that, and you say, okay? It's not it's not ah. It's like in the middle, sometimes closer to you know, somewhere in the middle. And it's used very often in a lot of words. Remember what I said a few minutes ago about some words having two different pronunciations? This sound is used very often there with weak pronunciations of words. And here are some examples. Look at all these words. These words don't have a meaning. I mean, they are meaningful when they are used with other words, right? In the sentence. And that's why they're not pronounced very strongly. So a lot of native speakers, I mean, most of them, when they speak fluently or fast, whatever you call it, they just say, like, I'm a teacher. I'm going to do that slow motion. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. Are you a student? Are you a student? It's not I'm a teacher. I'm a. She's a doctor. All right? And then an also, it's just an, like she's an actress. She's an actress. An act. It's like you put it into the next word. It's like a little transition. All right? She's a doctor. She's an actress. An actress. You know, native speakers do that, and then we say, like, native speakers speak so fast. No, they don't speak fast. They speak with the music of English. All right? I mean, we have ulama in Turkish, right? Ulama. Give me an example. Ulama. Anıl Albağlar. There you go. Thank you. Anıl Albağlar is that, you know, Anıl, right? So, do we speak fast? No. That's how you speak. All right, next. Look at the beginning of all these words. Away, about, ago, again, around, alone, together, together, not together, together. All right? Alone, around, not alone, it's alone, around, again, ago, about. Okay? The beginning of all of these words start with the schwa, sound. Next, these are, remember, this lesson here is full of commonly mispronounced words. So here are some more of those. Computer, correct, communicate, connect, collect, combine, career, career, machine, machine, familiar, familiar. You see, I'm not saying computer, I'm not saying correct, I'm not saying communicate, I'm saying computer, correct, communicate, connect. Okay? So that's the schwa sound. And it's everywhere. It's used incredibly often. Okay, that's it with the vowels. Now we will move on to the consonant sounds, ladies and gentlemen. Now the first sound I want to look at is V. Now, I know that, you know, I just told you that W is a problem, right? Give me a sec. Thank you. Now, W is a problem because we don't have it in Turkish. But V is also a sound that we don't have in Turkish. Why? Because the V in English is very strong. It's not like our V. Like in Turkish, when we say kavun, kavun, kavun, it's like, it's so soft. It's like W almost, kavun, right? But in English, listen to the pronunciation of these words. Love, have, leave, live, arrive. Almost like F. It's not as strong as F, but it's very close. Very close. Okay? Love, have, leave. That's why we say I have to go, right? Have. You always hear have to, right? I have to go. Because the V in English is so much stronger than the V in Turkish. Kevin, Devon, over, right? Over, v, v. You hear that? V. Kevin, Devon, over, all right? Very, van. So the V in English is stronger than the Turkish V, all right? It's like F a little bit, Make it very resonant, make it audible, okay? Let me hear it. When you say very, let me hear that V, all right? Now, of course, the next sound is gonna be the W. Okay, I mean, how often do we use these words? Every day, God knows how many times. What? where, why. So here's a little tip for you, a little hint. This is something that you can do a little practice. Start with u, you know, like u as in Urfa, u, and then just say when, we. That's W. That's perfect W. We. And now you can delete the u part, so you have we, right? We. Your teeth do not touch your lip. Okay, that's the biggest key here. So what, why, where, when, we, work, with, while. All right? I have more examples down here. Windows. Now remember the W here, right? It's not the, so you just say those, windows. Okay? Windows. WebEx. Away. At the beginning, away. There you go. Very popular. How are you? How are you? Right? How are you? How often? How often do you take a shower? Shower. How often do you take a shower? Once a year. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Once a month. Next. That was W. So guys, V and W are important. Please work on those. Now, I remember myself having problems with VW, and then I thought I was fixing the problem, but then I started saying things like very. Like instead of very, I would say wary sometimes, because you get confused. You're trying to learn, you're trying to separate V from W, but it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a week, in a month. It takes a little longer than that, right? It takes practice, dedication. So I remember saying, you know, wary or what, how are you? And I was like, okay, how are you? You know, I would correct myself like that. So w, fix that. All right, consonants. Next consonant, th. Okay, we definitely have this in Turkish. I mean, we don't have anything like this in Turkish. And guys, the way to produce this sound is you have to, I mean, first of all, you have to put your tongue out. I'm sorry, you have to. Remember what I said at the beginning? First, we have to admit that we are learning a different language. English is different, all right? It's not like Turkish. You're not speaking Turkish anymore. So put your tongue out like that, and then pull it back. You know, give me air, and at the same time, pull your tongue back. That's how you do it. See? Think. 3. Both. It has to go back. All right? That's how you can produce that sound. Nisander, you're painting my screen. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it. There you go. Okay, let's look at some examples. Somebody needs to stop Nisander. I'm cleaning the screen again. Okay, so here are some examples. Think. You see how it goes back? Think. Next, healthy. Healthy. All right, going back. Next, with. Both. Death. Okay? 3. If you say tree, you're talking about the plants in your garden, right? Tree. That's different. This is 3. 3. Okay? 3. the th sound. Next stop is similar to this sound, the. Now, in this one, you don't put your tongue out that much. You just bring it like right here, behind your teeth, right? And then you say the, this, these, that, those, all right? I think this sound is very similar to the, you know, the, Denizli, right? Denizli'nin D'si, right? It's very close, but it's not the same. It's not, all right? And if we want to go up there, if we want to get closer to perfection, we have to focus on these little details, all right? The, this, these, that, those. They, them, there. I mean, right now on the screen, we have 9 words, and look at all these words and just think about how often we use them, right? So the number of pronunciation mistakes we might be making every day could actually be really, really high. It could be really high. Other, another, mother, father, brother, right? We use them so often. The. So we started with the, w, and then we looked at the, th, right? Okay, I want to look at a couple of American sounds here. I'm going to clean the screen. Okay, cool. Can we stop the let me see if I can stop people from drawing things. I'm gonna check if I can do that because okay, now they can't. Sorry guys for spoiling the fun. You will not be able to draw things on the screen from now on. So the next sound I want to look at is an American sound. Why? Because it's used very often in speech, and I know that you guys watch a lot of American movies, American TV shows, you listen to American music, so it's everywhere. I know British accent is very popular too, but can't see myself. I'm just gonna fix that. Okay. And you can work on your British accent as well, but American is used a lot more often, I think, by more people, right? So the first word we're looking at is red. Now, when you're producing this sound, guys, what happens with your tongue is you do this with your tongue. You roll it back. Red, red. And I realized something about this sound. Native speakers do this with their lips, like ooh, almost. You know, they start like that. Red, red. Okay? I mean, think about this. You know how some people go to America for 1 month, 3 months, whatever, and then they come back to Turkey and they start, you know, Turkish people, they start speaking like anne börek var mı? Like, you know, börek. Like they spent 3 months in America. Shut up. Red. It's just like that. Okay? Börek. Börek. Try saying that. Börek. All right? Red. Car. Look, car. A British person, or a lot of Australian people as well, when they say araba in English, their mouth looks like this. Ka. Ka. Ah. But when an American says it, because of the last letter of the word, r, it looks like this. Car. It's like, oh, car. Hey, what are you doing? That's my car. Right? That's how they talk. Sure. More. R, r, r. Door. Okay? So don't say door, more, sure, car. That's Turkish, right? Car. Sure. R, r, r. Look, if you go to the US one day, or if you speak to an American, you will hear a lot of sounds. Like just walk on the street and you will hear, you know, it's just, that's like the sound of America to me. This sound is incredibly American. Just pay attention to this sound when you're watching TV shows and movies, okay? More examples. Around, carry. Around, carry. Okay, carry. So that was a very American sound. Our next sound is also American. Now, I want to talk about this because a lot of students don't understand native speakers because of this sound sometimes. Because in American English, they do not produce the t sound. Instead, they make it a lot softer. And it sounds like not the. I hear a lot of people say that. A lot of students and teachers, but that's not correct. That's wrong. American people don't say better. They don't say better. They say better. It's much more, it's much softer than a d. It's like just like one touch. My lip touches the roof of my mouth just one time. All right? Like better, better, better. Very soft. Very, very soft. Better. Water. Lettuce. Lettuce. Okay? Water. Better. Lettuce. If you want to work on your British accent, yeah, sure, why not? Repeat after me. Better. Water. Lettuce. Do you like that? Weighted. That's very British too, right? Weighted. But American people say weighted, right? Weighted. Very soft. Or get 'em, right? Get 'em. About us. Hater. I hate her. Hater. It's like one word. They put them together. Get 'em. About us. About us. Right? So they don't say t. Instead, they just say h. It's like r. Really? Like Rize'nin re'si r. Yeah. Get 'em. About us. All right? So one touch, one touch. It even happens at the beginning of some words, like see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. American people do this very often. See you tomorrow. Okay? All right. We are actually almost done, but we're not almost done. Okay, I also want to share with you a couple of interesting things that happen with pronunciation when we speak. When there is the T and R letters together, when we see those together, we usually hear a ch sound. Okay, ch. What do I mean? Here are some examples. True. Try. Tree. Attract. Do you hear that? I'm not saying true, try. I'm saying true. Ch, ch, ch, ch. It's like ch. Try, tree, attract. That also happens very often. All right. So native speakers speak like that. Maybe if you don't, when you don't understand them, maybe this is the reason. Okay. And similarly, when you see dr, you're gonna hear a little bit of j. For example, drive, dress, dry, adrenaline. It can be in the middle of the word too. Adrenaline, you hear that? Adrenaline, dry, dress, drive. And when you see str in a word, you might hear a little bit of sh. Here are some examples. Street, straight, destroy. Especially Black people will produce these sounds, but also other speakers of English too. You know, Black English has its own grammar and sometimes vocabulary too, and definitely its own pronunciation and intonation, all right? And it's a very commonly studied, commonly researched area of English. It's not bad English. A lot of people say Black people speak English in a lazy way. No. That's just how they talk. You know, they have their own grammar. And they say that they do this a lot, but not only them, everyone else too. Street. Do you live on this street? This street? You just put them together like street. Okay, street, straight, destroy. Just some cool things that happen in speech, all right? You should know that these things happen so your ears will be ready to understand native speakers. And your mouth will be ready to produce these sounds. Okay, the next consonant we have is I actually just shared a video about this in my present continuous tense pronunciation video, right? ING pronunciation video. I don't know if you watched that on yksdilakin.com or the Instagram account. Yeah. What you do is you raise your tongue, the back of your tongue, like you're gonna say ing, but you don't produce g. You just stop there. You say shopping. But I'm not saying shopping. Not that. Okay? Not shopping. Shopping. Majoring. Doing. Going. Okay? That's the standard pronunciation of ing. All good speakers of English speak like that. Now, I mean good native speakers of English. You may also hear other native speakers that actually produce that g sound, but they do it a little bit, so it's okay. Like they say shopping, majoring, just a little bit. That's fine. But I hear a lot of students say things like, you know, speaking. Like that's too much, right? That's too much. You don't want to do that. Speaking, maybe, just a little bit. Speaking, ing. My tongue closes my throat. So the sound is coming through my nose, actually. Ing, do you know what I mean? Shopping, majoring, doing, going, bring, king, thing, something, anything, nothing, sing a song. Sing a song. Remember, sing a song, not eh. Sing a song, okay? Thing, something. Because if you say think, that's a verb, right? I think that you are really weird. Think, that's different. Think. This is thing, very soft. Thing. Okay, next we have silent letters. I'm gonna be quick here. So sometimes in English we see MB together. When you see those together, do not pronounce the B. Okay? Just say climb, bomb, numb. You know that song, Linkin Park? Dun dun dun dun dun dun. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. Do you know that song? Thumb. This is my thumb. Right? Daddy finger, where are you? Thumb. Numb. Bomb. Climb. And next we have the L. In these words, and I actually shared a video on Instagram too, right? Talk, walk, half, could, should, would. What else? Folk music, right? F-O-L-K, folk music. No L in these words. And double letters. Guys, in Turkish we have double letters. Like anne, we say anne, right? We don't say ane. I mean, when we see two N's, we pronounce them. But in English, we don't. So if you see two consonant letters next to each other, just pronounce one of them. So just say lesson. Okay? Lesson. Yellow. Hello. Umbrella. Umbrella. You know Rihanna's song, under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. She doesn't say Ella, Ella. No, she says Ella, Ella, right? Connect, correct, not correct, connect, connect, correct. Summer, right? Umbrella. Rihanna. Oh, yeah, Rihanna. You don't say Rihanna. We say that sometimes because we're Turkish, whatever. Yeah, we can say it. But, you know, American people, British people, Australian, Scottish, Irish, they don't say that. They say Rihanna. And they also don't say Madonna. They say Madonna. Madonna. Okay? English people, British people would say Madonna. Madonna. Donna. But not Donna, right? Madonna. American people say Madonna. Since Madonna is American, you usually hear Madonna. All right. Now, practice time. I gave you so many things here, but how are you going to practice them? I prepared some little phrases and sentences for you. So, if you want to work on your v, w, this could be a good start. Very well. Look. Very well. V, w. V, w. Okay? Very well. This could be a nice little practice for you for that. And this sentence has different sounds that we just talked about, but a lot of them. What were you doing? Remember, in, at, not at, but what were you doing at 3, at, shua, right? At 3 in the morning. More, American, morning. If you want to do British, you can say in the morning, right? I like British too. I do, but my British is fake, I think. So, what were you doing at 3 in the morning? Morning. Okay? Next. Okay, this little riddle, this is actually very famous. I don't know if you heard of this, but this is a very, very famous one in the world of English. You know, native speakers all know this. I think it's taught at school, you know, primary school and stuff. And when I was in Poland at university, we were working on our British accents, and they wanted us to work on our p sound, so they gave us this, but it also has a lot of American sounds, so we can do this in American, like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peter, not Peter, that would be British. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, right? British. American would be Peter Piper picked a peck of picked a peck, picked a peck of, not off, of, okay? Picked a peck of pickled pepper, per, okay? Or once again, British, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Now you can start slow, and then you can get faster and faster, okay? By the way, I think we are recording this session, so when it is shared online, you can go ahead and watch it again. Remember, watching things again is of utmost importance. Here's the next one. The thief, so we have the, and then thief. The thief climbed in, no b, right? Climbed in, through, remember, tongue goes back, through the window, O, remember W, O. The thief climbed in through the window, okay? This is the last example. Open the door, like you're a police officer, right? Open the door and get out of the car. You're mad. Open the door, and get out when they speak fast, they don't say and, they just say an. Open the door and get out of the car. Like, you know, we say DNR, right? Rock and Coke, DNR, just like that. Open the door and get out of the car. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out of the car. Car, American, car. British, car. So if you want to make this British, it would be open the door, and get out of the car. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying. My English is very Americanized. Because I spent a lot of time there, and then I thought, you know, I think American is easier. I'm good at it. I felt like I was good at it. People were telling me that I was good at it. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to continue with American accent. So look at all those sounds, guys. I mean, look how often all these little sounds that we don't use in Turkish exist in English. Okay, we are almost done. Let me check the time. Perfect. Okay, now I want to finish with a bonus list of challenging words. These are some words that are usually pronounced incorrectly by a lot of people. Of course, not everybody. Maybe you know the pronunciation, but it's always good to hear them in their correct form once again, right? So I'm going to go slowly. Repeat after me, okay? Exam. Busy. Business. Not busy, busy, no. Busy. Business. Breakfast. Break, not break. Breakfast. Says. Said. Now, I know that the verb is say, right? Say, but when you add s or ed, you have to say says, said. You cannot say said. That's wrong, okay? You cannot say says. You say says, said. All right? Come on, repeat after me. Nature, natural. Nation, national. Nay, na. Nay, na. So the noun forms of these words are a, but the adjective form is a. All right? Nature, natural. Nation, national. Palace, balance. Fashion, not fashion, fashion. Balance, palace, a. Okay? Also, one more. Damage, right? Damage, not damage. I watch some gaming videos sometimes. You know, young people playing games and talking about, you know, they play PUBG or Call of Duty or stuff like that, and they're like, I got a lot of damage. No, oh my God. No, it's not damage, it's damage. Damage. All right, next. Wear, bear, tear. If tear is a verb, you say tear, but when you cry, tears come from your eyes, right? That's tear. Okay, that's tear, spelled the same way. But if you're talking about, you know, a piece of paper, tearing a piece of paper, that's tear, all right, as a verb. Wear, I'm wearing a black t-shirt. I have a bear as a pet. Tear. Next, house, basic. Now, in these words, we don't have a z sound. We have a s sound. So when you go to a store and get a basic t-shirt, say basic, not basic. It's not basic. Look, guys, I understand you're in Turkey and you're speaking Turkish and you go to the Turkish person, salesman, and you say, I'm looking for basic t-shirt. I understand that. When you're speaking Turkish, I understand that. Because if you say basic, maybe they're going to make fun of you because you're speaking Turkish, you know. But if you're doing this in English, if you're speaking English, do not say basic. All right, it's basic. And house, house. All right, if it is plural, if house is plural, you can say houses, zzz. That's okay. That's fine. That's good. Houses or houses. All right, but singular, house. We're almost done. Interview, interview, not inter, okay? Intermediate, interview, intermediate. American people usually say interview, intermediate, okay? Interview, intermediate. Beginner, not beginner, beginner. Born, burn, born, burn. I was born in Izmir, right? Don't say I was burned. I was born in Izmir, okay? Oh, comfortable, comfortable. A lot of English speakers, British speakers, they just say comfortable, comfortable. But American people say comfortable, okay? So don't say table, comfortable, stuff like that. Please don't. Comfortable or comfortable, comfortable, okay? Able. Just like vegetable, right? Okay. Now, this word, beautiful, has this U. You see the U? So please don't miss that. Just say beautiful. Not beautiful, but beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? Beautiful. American people say beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But still, U is there, right? Beautiful. Try it slowly. Beautiful. Or view, right? View. One more. Music. Mew. There is no U in English. You can't say music. You have to say mew. Music. Music. Music. Just say it fast. Music. Okay? Music makes the people come together. Madonna. All right, next, above. Above, not above. Above, above, above. Okay, above. The first sound is schwa, above. And then country. Country, not country. Country. Short country. Next. So the first one, like shh, silence. Quiet. Quiet. It's like two syllables. Quiet. Quiet. The second word, quite. It's very fast. Quite. Quite. It's like saying white, you know, the color white, not black, white, but you add Q at the beginning. Quite. Quite. Right? Not Q, but K. Quite. But the first one, quiet. Be quiet. It's longer. Quiet. And of course, the spelling is different. This month of the year is usually pronounced incorrectly. The correct form is April. April. Okay? Ape. Not April, but April. Next, foreign. Very easy to say. This one is really easy. People try different things. They try foreign, foreign, foragin. But no, it's very easy. Run. Just run. Foreign. Okay? Foreign. Cheers. It's just water. The next word is island. It looks like the country, you know, Islanda or something, Iceland. But no, it's island. Island. Okay, no S. Island. Next, knife. Night. No. Forget about the video we watched at the beginning of this lesson. Knife. Night. No. And similarly, when you see WR, W is gone. You just say right, wrong, answer. Answer, American. Answer. British, answer. And then that second word, wrong, at the end, ng, huh? Wrong, right? Wrong. No, you're wrong. All right? Right, wrong, answer. Good. And finally, I would like to say congratulations to everyone who stayed here for an hour. Good work, everyone. Congratulations. The beginning of this word is can, not con, okay? Congratulations. Congratulations. It's long, so you can break it up. You can say con or congra, right? Okay, that's the first part. Congra. Chile, shins. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think I'm done. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Are you guys bored? Okay, I think I'm done. So make sure you watch this again. All right, number one. Number two, remember the practice section of this video? Go back to that section and try to say those sentences with the correct pronunciation of every single sound. And guys, remember, my biggest tip to everyone here, watch TV shows and movies again and imitate. All right? Thank you. Thank you. All right? Thank you so much for being here today. This was so much fun. A lot of people came. That makes me really, really happy. This was our first session together. We will have more very, very soon. It was very nice meeting you. And I'm done. Is there anything anybody else wants to say? Ismail Hocam, is there anything you would like to say? Are you here? Oh, he's here.
Hocam, thank you very much for the very fruitful lesson. I enjoyed it a lot. I laughed a lot. Thank you. It was fun to watch you.
I'm glad. Thank you. I tried my best. Thanks.
We will go on with such sessions. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Oh yeah, we will continue. See you guys. Very nice meeting you. Take care. Bye.